Smile for me, my Diane. I'm in heaven when I see
Meet Dec Kluski.
Oh, there we are. So there we are. So what have I got for you today? We've got the old video diaries, which is great. And this is really, you're going to love this because it's showing us what life was really like before COVID. And it was totally different. Then I've got LYIN Eyes. This is me on my own. And actually, this was recorded when Con was alive. So he deigned, there's a good word for this time of the day, he deigned to give me permission to sing on my own. Then we got No Arms Can Ever Hold You. Adrian got very upset the other week when I said I was going to play it and I didn't. But this, Adrian, is especially for you. No Arms Can Ever Hold You. Then we got Rosa TRALEE, which is Con, singing one of his favourite Irish songs. Then we've got the birthdays, and I believe I heard you say this, John Hutchinson. Aha, he's 106, by the way. John Hutchinson.
No, you got that wrong, Dec. I'm 110.
110. And by the way, John, why don't you do the magic mute? Okay, you do the magic mute. You say 1, 2, 3, mute all.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, mute all.
There we are. And then we have to stop and listen to the silence because I can actually hear the silence. It's terrific. I love silence. And then, of course, I've got a terrific one that I fished out. And this is Con in his kitchen talking about his really early days when he was at school and all that stuff. And it's really good. And then we've got the premiere for this week, this month, is the lovely True Love Ways. I loved putting this together. I did a lovely take on it, and I think it's lovely, and I think Sandy will like it, my wife. She will, because it's sort of dedicated to her, because she's not too well these days, but she goes, honestly, I could tell everybody talking about health, every test she goes for comes out absolutely positive and superb. She went to the doctors the other day, and it was the nurse practitioner. You probably have the same thing in your local surgery. And she did the oxygen test, you know, the one where they put the thing on your finger. And normally a healthy person is between 90 and they say 100. And they put this thing on Sandy, and the nurse said to me, I have never seen that in my life. It's 100%. Now, I've never seen, has anybody here ever seen that in their life? 100%. Sandy, with COPD from smoking, and all the way she's ruined her life, all that stuff, 100% oxygen. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. But anyway, let's get on. Chris, what have you been up to this month? Tell us, you always have an exciting life. Tell us what you've been up to.
We've visited our place in the Algarve for the first time this year, which was very pleasant. First week was lovely. Second week, the heavens opened, and talking about rain, it was unbelievable. And we had to contend with a power cut, which meant that the pump at the bottom of the drive stopped working, and we woke up to 3 inches of water in the garage the following day. But we managed to get it all sorted, and of course in that climate, sun dries up, no real harm done, and just glad we were there, actually, to deal with it.
Amazing thing is, Chris, people who go to the Algarve absolutely adore it. I've been once, and I'm afraid I'm a sort of a south of Spain man, Costa del Sol. It has to be Costa del Sol. Adrian's not nodding away. It has to be Costa del Sol. But here is the first of the video tracks, and it's one that, of course, I loved doing it. I loved performing this song. It's one of those songs you sing it and you know that's really going to go well. So here we go.
Just seem to find out early how to open doors with just a smile. Rich old man, she won't have to worry. She'll dress up all in lace and go in style. Late at night, big old house gets lonely. I guess every form of refuge has its price. And it breaks her heart to think her love is only given to a man with hands cold as ice. So she tells him she must go out for the evening, comfort an old friend who's feeling down. But he knows where she's going as she's leaving. She's heading for the cheating side of town. You can hide your lying eyes and your smile in the sky. Thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. She gets up, pours herself a strong one, stares out at the stars up in the sky. Another night, it's gonna be a long one. She draws the shades and hangs her head and cries. For my oh my, sure know how to arrange things. Set it up so well, so carefully. Ain't it funny how you knew life didn't change things? You're still the same old girl you used to be. You can't hide your lying eyes and your smile in the sky. Thought by now you'd realize there ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. Honey, you can't hide your lying eyes. Ain't no way to hide your lying eyes. There we go. Now, I have to now. Oh, wait, yeah, you know the deal. Yeah, let me go on to it now. Go on to this view here to gallery views. On gallery view, lovely. That's terrific. That's marvelous. Lovely. Thank you very, very much. Con, sorry, I have to say it. Don't need you, Joe. Don't need you. But yeah, who liked that the best? Who liked that the best? Put your hands up. Who liked that? Chris. No, Lynn. You talk for a bit about Lion Eyes. Go on.
Just a lovely, jolly song. It's a fantastic start to this show. I love the tune. I love the way you sing it and get up and dance to it. I just love it.
John wants to say something. Go on, John.
Yeah, I love that. I just thought you had the absolutely perfect voice for the song as well. Really good.
That's what I like to hear.
Right.
But I tell you what I love about that is the guitar playing. I'm a soft spot for guitar playing. I've just been actually rehearsing just before this show. I've just been rehearsing because I've got my first big one is on the 11th of March, which is just over a week's time. And I'm rehearsing myself to death. I'm in the studio rehearsing every day, and I was just rehearsing. We're just doing a new version of Danny Boy. Oh, because when you do the sort of show I do, which is all very slick and everything is, I'm using a big screen with a lot of con on it, and I'm doing that trick of me singing with con, and it's going to be really terrific. But when you do all that sort of slickness, and I got new equipment for my guitar, which means there's no wires going from my guitar anywhere. It means I've got a lovely clean stage. But people, if they don't see wires, they automatically think you're miming. And in order to convince people I'm not miming, I'm doing an absolutely a cappella version of Danny Boy with just acoustic guitar. And I'm really enjoying putting that together. It's really good. But, Lynn, go on.
I should be there on the 10th of March.
Oh, that's good. I'll have one person applauding. That'll be good.
Is it a long 2-hour show then?
Quite honestly, Lynn, the people who are putting it on, it's the Anderida Writers Club. And the guy who runs that, Tony Flood, is a sort of a friend of mine. You know, he keeps bothering me. Would you do this? Would you do this? Would you do this? Deck. So it was just an ideal opportunity because in April, then I'm doing a series of shows. But so this is a nice way to do like a trial run. But he's one of those guys, Lynn, and everybody, and I get these all the time nowadays. They know nothing about shows, how to put shows on there. They just book me, and I say, well, what do you want? Do you want two halves, or do you want one complete thing? Is it going to be part of the Anderida Writers meeting? And then you have a guest, like they have a guest talker for 40 minutes. And he says, oh, I don't know, you just do what you want. So I'm sort of leaning towards they're going to have a guest. I don't know what she is, some sort of a writer, and then I'm going to do. It'll be in excess of an hour, I think. That's the way I'm aiming at the moment. But I'm going to do it quite loose because quite a few friends of mine will be there, so I'll do it loose and do it that way. But let's get on. I'm talking too much. Irish people, did you know Irish people talk too much? But let's get on now with the old video diaries. And this one is from 2019, would you believe? And it's in Costa del Sol, which is my favourite place. Yachts are a bit smaller here, but nice. I'll walk down there later. The market is just packing up. Just bought myself a belt, lovely Calvin Klein belt. And it's hard to say whether the belts and the stuff are real. They're more than likely real because they're all probably made in the same factory in Istanbul. Crazy, isn't it? Christian Dior. Are they real? Are they not? Look at that. Calvin Klein.
Gucci, Burberry. Are they real? Are they not? That's what we want to know. The burning question. There's something I've never seen before. A cactus tree. This cactus and got some berries on the top, which is very unusual. But I have never seen a fully grown cactus tree. That must be extremely old. Interesting. As a keen gardener, I've never seen one of those. Must look it up in one of my books or on the net. That's what I'll do. You can have calamari, squid, anywhere in the world, but Spain is the place to have it. I don't know how they do the batter, it's just beautiful. Lovely touch of salt, it's gorgeous. She's going to bring me alioli, which is mayonnaise with garlic. Now you don't see that in the UK very much, do you? Literally hundreds, probably thousands of people on the beach. All families having a day out. Lovely table of food, and they love the food over here. And they love children. It's lovely to see so many children. But European people tend to live for the children, really. One of the swankiest places in the world. Well, I've only walked up to the first tee and I'm knackered already. I've had to walk up all the way from there. That is the lake outside the clubhouse. That is the clubhouse where Sandy is waiting for me. I've had to climb all the way up this hill, this crazy hill, up to the first tee, which is here, and this is the first hole. Okay, so here we go. I'm walking. This should be fun. I think I might kill myself walking on this. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to last very long here. Look at this. I've never seen a gradient like this on a golf course in my life. This is stupid. It's going almost vertical. I'm going to kill myself on here. I'm actually going very, very slow. I'd never get up here otherwise. This is nuts. Nuts. I'm knackered. I haven't even done one hole. This is some view though. Some vista. But I think I'm mad trying to walk it. They've actually got a sign up there. Dangerous for buggies. They won't let buggies actually drive down there. It's too dangerous. And I'm trying to walk it. I'll walk down here and then come back where that buggy is coming. Yeah, where those two buggies are coming. That's where I'll do. I'm mad. I give up. I give up. And there's the first green. And look where I've got to walk. All the way up there. This is stupid. And just when I got to the top here, I have to go all the way up there to the next tee. No, I think I'll turn around and just be honest and say I don't think so. Good idea, but no, you can only play this course on with a car. Sorry about that. That actually is a tee. I think the 10th tee, 9th tee, right up the top of that hill, right up the top. I'm not going up there. No, no, no. And as if knowing that people like me are going to do exactly the same, you get up here and look, they got a little pathway, like an escape route, and it goes all the way down and all the way down back to the clubhouse, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Thank you very much, Marbella Golf Club, but no thank you.
Isn't that crazy? Right up the mountains. What did you think of life in Spain? Linda, do you ever go to mad places like that?
Yeah, I've been around quite a lot of the Mediterranean. I have been to Spain, Portugal, all over there, Italy, and I like Greece best of all.
Greece.
Yeah.
Where have you been in Greece?
Athens, Crete, Rhodes, all around the Peloponnese, that area.
Yeah.
It's beautiful there.
Oh, terrific.
Mark,
Yeah.
it's volcanic, so you have to be careful too.
So listen, Adrienne, this is especially for you. This is you. I think it's one of your favorite songs. Is it? This is lovely, and this is "No Arms Can Ever Hold You."
Arms of mine, no heart can ever love you like this heart of mine. My dreams can all come true if you care for me. This love that I feel for you was just meant to be. No lips can ever kiss you like these lips of mine. No one can ever offer what I offer you. My heart, my love are yours till the end of time. No arms can ever hold you like these arms of mine. No lips can ever kiss you like these lips of mine. No one can ever offer what I offer you.
Do you like that?
Oh, I love
I
that.
love it.
You love it as well, do you?
It's my song.
Who's shouting from the kitchen?
Mine.
Will you tell your daughter to be quiet in the kitchen
I will.
while we're singing a song?
I thought she was out.
Busy cleaning and cooking your dinner.
Lovely. You know, we really, oh, here we are. Wait now till I get onto let me get onto the view, the gallery view. There we are. Con, they loved you. They loved you. They loved your house as well. A lovely house Con had. Let me get back to the speaker view. That's terrific speaker view. So, Adrian, what did you think of that?
I love that. I really love it. Our dogs are crazy as well, but I really love it. Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, there's a great story about that song. When Con went on holiday and he came straight back from holiday and he didn't keep his voice warmed up when he was away for 10 days or whatever, which is disastrous for a singer like Con. And then he went straight in to do the Royal Variety Show, and he actually snapped a vocal cord. He was in a terrible state, and we had to get this song recorded. No One Was Gonna Hold You. He had no voice at all. There was a specialist in Harley Street he went to, then said, I'll give you this tablet and you take it a half an hour before you want to sing, and you will be able to sing for 5 minutes. So we went in, the orchestra was rehearsed, John and I were rehearsing everything. We just literally walked in, Con walked in, he'd taken the tablet, and we sang that, and that was recorded in one take, and that was it. And Con always blamed me for his voice going like that, because he said that I rehearsed him too hard, and that's how he snapped his voice. But no, the real story is he went away, and if you're a singer like that, you got to be desperate. You got to keep warming your voice up every day, because you come back in and do an hour or 2 hour show at full belt, you're going to do your voice damage. So there we are. There's a lesson for everyone. There's a lesson for you, Chris. When next time you go on holiday, you got to sing every day to keep your voice warmed up. So what have we got for you now? We have got the lovely Rose of Tralee, and this is Con, I think, at his best. At his best.
The pale moon was rising above the green mountain. The sun, it was setting beneath the blue sea. As I walked with my love by the pure crystal fountain that stands in the beautiful vale of Tralee. She was lovely and fair, like a rose in the summer. It was not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eyes, ever shining, that made me love Mary, the Rose of Tralee. sat listening to me. The moon through the valley, her pale rays was shining when I won the heart of the rose of Tralee. She was lovely and fair, like a rose in the summer. It was not her beauty alone that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eyes, ever shining, that made me love the rose of Tralee.
There we are. I'm even applauding. I mean, because I did very little in that. Well, that I did. I'll tell you what. I did a great bit of guitar playing in the middle of that. I'm in love with guitars. I really am in love with guitars. Stephen, do you like Irish songs?
You used to be able to do it with a space bar at one point, but
That's right. Yeah. There's,
this time.
I'll give you a trick, actually, Stephen.
Mm.
That the pros use now. It's if you do Alt, I presume you're on a Microsoft. Is it Windows? Yep. Yeah. Alt A, and you get used to it. Alt A. Do the Alt with your thumb and A, and you get so used to it. I don't use anything else now. That's all I do, and it works every time. You don't have to prime it up or anything. But do you like Irish songs?
Oh yes, yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Let's get on with the birthdays.
Yes, please.
Well, it's John Hutchinson's birthday
Whoa.
this month. He'll be celebrating his birthday on the 23rd of March.
23rd of March.
He'll be catching up with me because I was 69 in September and he'd be 69 this month.
I can't wait to get to that age. You know, I really can't wait. Can't wait. So, John, are you ready to do the magic blowing out of the candles?
Yes, I am.
Look at these candles.
Oh, what a lovely cake that is. Thank you so much.
Now, I want you to say 1, 2, 3 and blow. Okay?
Yeah, here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Hey!
Blow. Hey! All gone.
That's the best ever. That was the best ever, John. That was magic. Look, all the candles blown out.
Well done.
I don't know how. I should join the Magicians Union, the Magic Circle. That's what it's called. Giving all these tricks away. But I've got a lovely one for you now. I'll try and talk while I'm getting this ready. It's Con in the early days, and really, I think this captured Con beautifully. It's in his kitchen, and it's really lovely. I absolutely adore this. So here is Con in all his glory in his kitchen. Con.
Well, when I was a baby, I was born in a nice house in Inchicourt, Connaught Park it was, and it was a very handy place. It was about 3.5 miles from the centre of Dublin, and a couple of hundred yards down the road
you could catch the 21 bus, which brought you straight into the centre of Dublin in a few minutes. And my father worked in CIE, which is like the equivalent of British Rail. He was a fitter and turner, and that was just a couple of 100 yards up the road, so it was handy for him as well. And I went to school at the Oblats in Inchicore, and that was just, again, a couple of 100 yards away. So I did 1 year there, and then my mother wanted me to be educated by the Christian Brothers. So I left the Oblats and I went to St. Michael's School, which was in an old barracks, an old English barracks from when the occupation was on. I was very happy there. Great schooling I got in St. Michael's, and then I went on to the O'Connell schools, which is quite a famous school in Dublin. That's on the north side. I used to cycle there every morning. I did my leaving certificate through there, and then whilst I was there in O'Connell schools, I joined the choir. I was very, very happy learning to sing. I always remember my first sort of audition. Mrs. Boyle, she was the teacher, and she'd go along, tap you on the shoulder, and you sang the scale to see what range your voice was. So she came along and tapped me on the shoulder, and I said, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. And she looked at me and said, I asked you to sing the scale, not to croon it. That was a sign of what was to come. Now, while I was in the choir, Dec was learning to play the harmonica, because they set up a harmonica band, and he was very keen. He got very, very good, and he taught me to play. There we were, learning to play the harmonica, because I was taught to play the piano as well, as was Dec. And my sister Brenda, who actually was a great Irish dancer, she became an Irish champion dancer. And I used to do some dancing as well. As a matter of fact, I won my first cup for Irish dancing when I was 4 years of age, would you believe? I still have the cup. It's in a cupboard somewhere. But I stopped Irish dancing when I was about 11 because they wanted me to wear a kilt. And I said, no, I'm not wearing a dress for anybody. But Miss Kane, she tried and tried and tried to get me to come back, but I wouldn't do it. Meanwhile, with the harmonicas, we'd formed a harmonica trio with John Stokes. So it was Dec, myself, and John Stokes. With this harmonica trio which we formed, we became quite good. And we came to the attention of Fred O'Donovan. Now, Fred O'Donovan ran the Eamon Andrews studios, because Eamon Andrews, he used to do a lot of voiceovers, and he's the one, you remember him, of This Is Your Life. Hughie Green, remember Hughie Green, Opportunity Knocks. He came over from England looking for Irish talent to go on a show, which at that time was on Radio Luxembourg, before it ever went on television. Fred O'Donovan put us forward for the audition for Opportunity Knocks, and we got it. And we were asked to go over to London, and we went over to do the Hughie Green Opportunity Knocks show. And before the show, Hughie got us all in a room, and he said, now boys and girls, whoever wins tonight will have to stay over tomorrow night to do the next edition of Opportunity Knocks. I said, oh, excuse me, Mr. Green, I'm sorry, but we can't stay tomorrow night because we've got a show in Dublin. And he looked me straight in the eye and he said, don't worry lads, you won't win. He brought on this little girl. He said, now this little girl, she's so small, she can't even reach the microphone. So Arthur, could you bring on a box? So Arthur brought on a box and I put it down, and she stood on the box to reach the microphone. And that was a sympathy vote. So she won the thing. All he had to do was lower the microphone, but then there wouldn't have been any sympathy, and we might have won. So there.
just me, or Con was never comfortable talking. He always said to me, because I would drag him along to Toastmasters meetings and that, and he always thought he was a great talker and a great speaker, and he always came over to me. Does anybody else feel that at all? He always came over a little bit nervous when he was talking. Singing, great, nobody better. But there we are. Margaret Taylor, what was your childhood like?
I was the daughter of a farmer. We lived out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And this week, yeah, when I was 13, my dad took me on a tractor to school. And we went 12 miles there in the morning, and he takes me back again at night because the snow was so deep, it was the only way we could get to school.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
And that was 1963.
Yes, well, I remember we spoke about this a few weeks ago, didn't we? 62, 63 was that infamous winter that we had, where there was they say a high pressure zone just parked itself over the UK for about 3 months.
Yeah, well, it was this week that it all...
Was it?
Yeah, I was looking at the photographs the other night of it all.
Yeah. Do you know, I have no photographs of that whatsoever. Nobody took photographs in those days, did they? It was just before the easy cameras came. Just before.
Yeah, well, there is one of this, but because it was in the newspapers.
Yeah.
So they took the picture of it all and how deep the snow was, and we were going through it. That's how we came to get the photograph.
Yeah.
It wasn't my mum and dad that took the photograph, it was the newspapers.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a happy memory of this time of the year.
Well, people tell the story about you had to dig a trench along the pathway.
Yeah.
And the snow was up here. The snow was up here, and a trench in the middle for people to walk up and down. But somehow, I can remember, somehow or other they managed to keep the buses running. I think all the buses...
No.
Yeah?
No.
No?
Only transport was tractors.
Oh, where you were. Yeah. I think tractors would look funny driving up and down Piccadilly. But listen, let's get on to what I like about these shows is the premiere. I always try to do something new, something different, and this is different. And I haven't shown this to my wife yet, but I'm sure you'll understand the sentiment in it. And it's a lovely song. It's the Buddy Holly song. I used to do it actually in the last years of the show we did with Con. I used to do it, but see what you think of this.
Just you know why you and I will by and by no true love way. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love ways. Throughout the days, our true love ways will bring us joy to share with those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh, Sometimes we'll cry, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love ways. Throughout the day, our true love ways will bring us joy to share with those who really care. Sometimes we'll sigh, sometimes we'll cry, and you know why. Just you and I know true love ways, and we'll know why. Just you and I know true love ways.
Do you think Sandy will be pleased with that? Let's get on to the gallery view. Come on, gallery view. Look at that. Makes it all worthwhile. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. No, I won't say it. I'm fed up saying Con, but he's looking down and he can see that it was good. But I really enjoyed doing that. Really enjoyed that. That was good. Anybody else like Buddy Holly songs? Oh, there you are. Chris. Give us a Buddy Holly song.
Well, Peggy Sue, I guess it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
To name but two. And I think Guess It Doesn't Matter Anymore was a #1 just after he died on the 3rd of February 1959. How about that for a date?
What was that song? Yep. What was that song?
I Guess It Doesn't Matter Anymore.
Yeah.
Written by Paul Anka.
Words of Love. Yeah.
Buddy Holly. Words of Love. That sounds nice. That sounds a nice title.
True Love Ways, of course, has been a hit 3 times over. I mean, it was a hit for Buddy Holly back in the late 50s. And I think it was Peter and Gordon in the mid-60s.
Really?
And then Cliff Richard in the 1980s.
Really?
So perhaps time you released it. It's
Listen, there's a whole ages thing going on with as regards my sort of singing. They just don't. Nobody wants to know my sort of singing anymore. I mean, the TV and the radio and all that. But there we are. There we are. What can you do? We've got the replay tomorrow, of course. So I go straight into the studio and get this done. That'll be quite easy because there weren't very many mess ups, but I edit the whole thing out, as you know. The next show is on April the 5th, so I've got a nice nearly 5 weeks. I hope maybe I'll see Lynn definitely on the 11th of March, but if anybody likes to take the trip down, I'll make you very welcome, and I'm really enjoying it. And they always say in my business, people say, oh, I'm very nervous when I go on stage. And the real reason people are nervous when they go on stage is because they're not rehearsed enough. And it's really afraid of forgetting the words, afraid of forgetting the music or whatever. That's the real reason. And always remember that if somebody asks you to do a speech at a wedding or whatever, or a friend asks you to do a eulogy, for instance. But always remember, rehearse, so you know it inside out and backwards. And that way, you can really not be nervous at all and just, as I do, treat it like a game of tennis. That's what I do. So all the mics will be open. You can talk as long as you like. I won't switch anything down. I always just leave it, and that's it. Look forward to seeing you, Lynn, on March the 11th, and anybody else that wants to drop down. Thank you very much from me. Thank you for listening to this Irish Egypt for an hour, and I hope to see you on the 6th of April. 6th of April is definitely April the 6th, 2025. So here we go with the end. Bye!
Bye.
Bye.
Throughout the days, our true love waits will bring us joy to share with those who really care.